Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in to today's Words of Wisdom. Today's was, for those who are subscribed to our daily Words of Wisdom, which you can subscribe from our official Happy Science website. We received today's Words of Wisdom email on May 30th, and I quote, "You cannot increase the length of a day, but you can improve the quality of it." From an Unshakable Mind by Master Ryuho. Thank you, Lord God. Again, I've done this probably in the past month or two, but since it's so important, I'd like to talk about it again today. You cannot increase the length of a day, but you can improve the quality of it. Those who are masters of life are masters of time. Like, every single person is given equally 24 hours a day. Just because you're a person who's loved by God, He's not going to give you one extra hour. So it's not like you're going to have 25 hours a day. Or just because you're living against God's teachings and you're living a hellish life, that doesn't mean that He's going to take away an hour from you either. He's literally giving us an equal amount of time to use in our life. And time is a resource. It's an extremely important resource to build upon our life. And as you know, if you're a Happy Science member, the most important teachings of Happy Science is the exploration of right mind, meaning exploring Lord Alcantara's teachings, which is confined in 4 categories: love, wisdom, self-reflection, and progress. However, Master has kind of like restated the exploration of right mind in one of his kyokens. He said that exploration of right mind equals exploration of right time, which means exploring right time, finding and discovering and creating time is the most important teachings of Happy Science, which relates to today's Words of Wisdom. We can improve the quality of it. So time is not relative. Time has an absolute value behind it if you make an effort to do so. Let me give you an example. The Sermon on the Mount that Jesus gave 2,000 years ago. I don't know how long that lecture was. It could have been 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes. However, those couple of minutes are still living today, 2,000 years after his death and resurrection. Why? It's because we all still read it from the Bible, right? Which means those 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or 30 minutes has evolved into 2,000 years. The same goes to the 10 Commandments by Moses, that's 3,000 years. Shakyamuni Buddha's teachings, that's 2,600 years. Words of Wisdom by Socrates, 2,500 years. Those little time that they lived has evolved into millennia of time. That's what I mean by absolute time. Relative time is the time that you can check on a clock, right? 1 minute is 1 minute. But with absolute time, the opposite is true too. Let's say that you live an absolutely wasteful life and you die when you're 80 years old. That means that 80 years is not 80 years, but from the absolute time, based on truth, it means it's 0, no time. So you can waste time too. And if you start applying this view of time into your life, you'll start noticing that you can improve the value of your time. We call this absolute time, or that the time that contains truth. The time that contains value of truth. So please try to relook at how you live every single day from this perspective. If you apply this view of life, when we say reciting the true words spoken by Buddha every day is important, we mean it. When you recite the sutra that Master has given us, that turns into a golden time that will be recorded in our thought tapes, and it's going to make our life golden because every single thing we do is always being recorded, right? In our thought tape. And that changes our destiny in the afterlife. So, yeah, this is just such a interesting way of viewing life. It was a big way for me to shift how how to look at life. So I hope that today has been a little bit of time for you to obtain some sort of wisdom to improve your time. Thank you very much, and see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.